Okay, so sit upright, close your eyes, and listen for 3 rings of the bell to begin and end the session. Let's begin to take notice of what's actually present in your lived experience, in your awareness, in your mind and body, emotions. Notice the darkness in your visual field, eyes closed, withdrawing from the visual environment, turning awareness in instead of out. And yet there's still sound, not much, but there are sounds, vibrations. You may or may not detect a scent on the breath, sense of smell, or a taste or moisture in the mouth. You can be aware of whether or not you do. Touch sensations are scattered throughout the body, where your fingers and hands are resting, your feet, your hips and thighs, wherever you're sitting. Just notice other bodily sensations and touch sensations. Just to fill your body with awareness. Feel the contours of your body, the 3-dimensional space it occupies. Feel the weight of your body. Feel the equilibrium, the sense of uprightness, direction, up and down, forward and back. Feel your breath coming in and out. Feel sensations in the belly. This is around lunchtime. There may also be feeling tones and emotion and desire connected with those feelings in the belly. Notice your general mood and energy level, low or high, pleasant, unpleasant. Notice various qualities of your mind and your awareness, wakeful, groggy, anxious, calm, focused, scattered. And notice any particular mental contents, thoughts or words or expectations, images, memories, wanting, and so on. We'll spend a little while stepping back from any one particular thing, having scanned most of your being. Just see what else might be present, anywhere and anyhow in the field of awareness. It need not be something that can be named or identified or described, but simply noticed or sensed or felt. For example, just what's it like just being aware in this way right now? How does it feel inside this situated space of awareness? Now, gently gaze mentally on your breathing. Become aware of it. Bring it into focus. Let it be foreground and let everything else just be in the periphery. Sounds and thoughts and bodily sensations other than breathing. They're not the center. They're just outside the center. The center being where you're mentally looking. So just look at the breath. No straining at all. Just be aware of your breathing. Feel it coming in and out. Notice the contours of the entire breath cycle, from nostrils to belly moving, on the way in and on the way out. And just be with your breathing in silence for a while, resting awareness there. Not so much doing, just dwelling in the breath, being present in it. If the thinking mind is hyperactive, or even if it's not, you might want to just engage it in this way in this mode of breath awareness, by mentally repeating something like in, out, or breathing in, breathing out, or up and down, or energize, release, or any two words, or even just counting the breath, one in, one out, two in, two out, up to four, and then starting again. These are ways of engaging the thinking mind in the breath focus. They're optional props and supports, like training wheels. You keep falling off the bike, put the training wheels back on. So use one of those mantra-like techniques if focusing is difficult. If not, just breathe in and out. Mind wanders, start over. Over and over and over. Gently returning. In, out. Even without the word, just being aware that you're breathing in while you're breathing in. And sensing that you're breathing out while you're breathing out. Just anchoring awareness in that rhythmic wave-like flow. Doing nothing else. No strain. You've been gazing at the breath and rendering everything else peripheral. Now let's let go of foregrounding the breath and let everything be equal. Nothing is peripheral and nothing is central. So let go of dividing attention. Let attention be whole, wide, broad, open. Let go of doing altogether. Focusing requires doing. Settle into being mode, being awareness. Whatever comes into the field of awareness comes on its own and leaves on its own. Let that happen, however quickly, slowly, randomly. repetitively, chaotically. Just let the stream of consciousness flow freely and just be aware of it. Let go of control. Let yourself just be. If you find yourself pulled into the currents of the stream so much that you feel ungrounded, uncentered, go back to anchoring in the breath as needed. Feel free to go back and forth as needed. You could even combine both, situating the core or center of awareness in the breath, but being fully aware of everything else. When you're ready, open your eyes. Feel free to stretch a little. I'll briefly rehearse the movements, the stages of the meditation, so you can remember them better. Any one of them can be your sole technique. We began with a fairly, sequential check-in. Just noticing after we closed our eyes, what's present, actual, felt, sensed, experienced. I mentioned various things in a sequence: the darkened visual field, sound, smell, taste, touch, bodily sensations, breathing, feeling in the belly, emotion, mood, energy level, state of mind, qualities of mind, contents of mind, thoughts, and so on. And then asked you to think of what else might be present, describable or not. For example, just what does it feel like being in this kind of space? And then we anchored awareness in the breath. We did that for a while, unaided. Then I made some suggestions about how you could say in, out, up, down, energizing, relaxing, or something like that. On the in breath and the out breath, if your mind was scattered and difficult to focus on the breath, bringing the thinking mind into the process by naming parts of the breath or doing a mantra or just counting in one, out one, in two, out two, up to four. So we did that for a while. And then we let go of foregrounding the breath. And we eliminated the distinction between foreground and background and just focused on everything. And in the middle of that, I suggested that if that was difficult, you could go back to anchoring awareness in the breath. And you could go back and forth between those. And you could also do both. You could anchor in the breath, but still focus on and notice everything else. And that's what I did. And I hope you enjoyed the meditation.